6, right?
Yes.
Cool. We have scene 3, Craig, take 1.
You know, I just think I find this guy inspiring because he's obviously taken some huge hurdles in his life and have just turned them into positives.
You know, I look at Craig each and every day, and, you know, he's a 2-time survivor, he's a double amputee, and, you know, I think about him and what he goes through on a daily basis, and that he does it with a smile on his face and with, you know, inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, I was first diagnosed when I was 15 years old, and I was a sophomore in high school. After I was told that I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, we had a meeting with an oncologist, and he was going over that I was going to have surgery to remove my spleen, appendix, part of my liver, take out a bunch of lymph nodes, followed by a year of chemotherapy and 6 months of radiation. And the funny thing was, the only thing I asked him at that meeting was I going to be able to play baseball that year or not? I distinctly remember one day that I got really sick at a chemotherapy treatment, and I had a game on Friday, and I really wanted to play. Got my uniform on at home, got in the garage, rode my bike down to the field, and played the game that day. And that really told me that every time something goes wrong, kind of fight it. And then everything went great, and I got recruited to play baseball at USC, which was a big win for me because that was all I ever wanted, was to play baseball at USC. First met Stacy, my wife, just randomly. Our fraternity was having a party with her, the sorority she belonged to. The first year that we were dating, I got diagnosed with the second time with cancer. You know, I kind of met with her at a house and told her, I said, you know, I think this would be a good time for us to break up. You've got a lot going on at school, and I don't want to put you through that. And she wouldn't let me break up with her. She showed her true strength in being with me through that whole time, and I think that is a reason why we're, you know, just celebrated our 26th wedding anniversary. You know, it's just that strength and bond that we've been through together. I don't know if I ever would have started Cancer for College if it weren't for her. I made a promise to God in the hospital. I was like, if you get me out of here, I'm gonna make a difference in the world. So I volunteered at a camp called Camp Ronald McDonald, and a couple of the parents were like, God, it's so amazing that you're in college, that you've gone through cancer twice. You know, we can't even think about putting money away from our kids, and a lot of people just don't understand the ancillary costs of having a loved one going through cancer. And that's kind of when the light bulb went on when I was speaking to these parents, and I went back and wrote a business plan on starting what has become Cancer for College. I really didn't get to know you then. It was just more like I knew you lived on that same floor.
You probably thought I was like a European water polo player.
That's exactly, yeah.
To paint a picture of the worst dorm you can be assigned to. A 3-story cinder block building with industrial carpeting.
And there was a bunch
All
of
guys.
Yeah.
You had told me about this idea. I laughed in his face. I said, it's never gonna work. I finally had a chance to come to one of the events. And that's where getting to see the scholarship winners get up and speak and tell their stories was the moment in which both my wife and I looked at each other and we just had tears coming down our cheeks. And we just kind of, as we left, I just said to Craig, like, I'm in. I'll help you any way I can.
You know, I think it's hard to say how thankful my wife and I are for all the things he's done for the charity. And it's like a lot of the stuff that he's done more than just show up at events. He's, you know, attended board meetings, you know, spent time with scholarship winners that have not been on camera. I don't think there's really anything I could say to him other than just, I think he knows how much it means to my wife and I, of his commitment over 25 years to the charity. It's just, there are no words that can describe how thankful I am. You'll hear people talk about, oh, these millennials or these younger kids, they're self-absorbed and they don't work hard. And I'm always the one that says, you know what, well, you're not hanging around the right ones then, because the people that I'm seeing every day are working really hard. They want to make a difference in the world. And so it's so refreshing to be around these amazing kids.
Scene 10, circle discussion, take 1. Mark?
Who here thinks that cancer has made them stronger?
I feel like having cancer made me so much braver.
I started focusing on
doing everything that scared me before.
Cancer made me realize that I want to help people no matter what.
It's like really, I just try to make everything that I do meaningful.
How do you feel when you hear the word medical bills?
Anxiety. Yeah. I feel like I have guilt about that term because I was a kid and like going through it, nobody talked to me about medical bills because we just had to make it through. But like I look back now and I know how much that affected my family.
During my treatment, although there was a support from the community, there was also, my mom lost her job during that time. She's a single mom. So afterwards, we were just destitute. An organization like Cancer for College being there to help me pursue my dreams is really amazing.
You watch your friends, move forward. They're moving forward, they're graduating, they're getting internships, they're getting jobs, and meanwhile you're stuck in the hospital. And then somehow you survive and you're thankful for that. But then you're like, what do I do? The people that are my age that I'm supposed to be on the same level with, they're all the way out here already and I'm still back here.
I think a lot of people don't realize too that the bills keep coming after treatment is over. You can be healthy and you can be so grateful to be healthy, but you're still dealing with the financial burden of cancer.
I had it when I was 8, but then the financial burden kept impacting everything. It caused my sister to have to take out more loans because my parents used up the college fund for my treatment. And then I literally would have had to change schools if I didn't get the scholarship. I met my wife in college, I met so many of my friends in college, and it changed the direction of my life.
The kids that we've been able to impact through the charity has been remarkable. Each year you think, oh, well, that's the story. That's the most inspirational, amazing story that you're ever going to hear. And it seems that every year we have one that tops it. And the talent of the kids, the passion of the kids, that they just want to be well and they want to live a normal life and they want to go to school and make an impact in the world.
So I'm currently a junior at Cal State University, Dominguez Hill, and I seek to do research. Oftentimes when you get diagnosed with a life-threatening disease, you have to go to the hospital that you're designated. I want to make policy that will help people choose where they will be treated of a life-threatening disease like cancer.
I get so much out of seeing the success of our scholars. Just like you, seeing you here doing this is a reward for me.
Sticking with something, anything, for 25 years is amazing. And they keep growing, finding more ways to help us. And I think you said it, it's a family.